Now it's time to bring our attention to something extremely important. Did you know that the amount of unclaimed assets currently lying idle in Demat accounts, mutual funds and even insurance policies is estimated to be somewhere between 50,000 to 80,000 crore. This massive amount has no home to go to. Why? Because nobody nominated. There was no nomination filed under these accounts. And even if investors did add a nominee, they don't tell their nominee. So seeing the problem, the SEBI recently published a consultating paper asking for ease of nomination for your Demat accounts and other securities as well. Now, after that consultation, there is a single window solution. So if you are stuck, here is a step-by-step guide on how you can claim your money that is set up or stuck in these accounts because the person is deceased, and also on how to get the nominee attached. Take a look.
Did you know there are around 80,000 crore rupees sitting unclaimed across mutual funds, demats, bank accounts and so on? A significant portion of these unclaimed funds are likely derived from bank accounts where no nominee has been designated, typically due to factors such as the demise of the account holder, their relocation, family disputes or legal conflicts. Well, to fix this, SEBI has come up with a consultation paper on easing the nominee process for your Demat accounts and other securities in case of any unforeseen events.
Whenever you have any service request, you say, I want my account statement, I want my tax statement, I need to give it to somebody. You upload once, it goes to everybody. Single window to be served during your entire life cycle of holding that.
So, if you are a retail investor and want to know how one should go about withdrawing your hard-earned savings from your Demat account, you've come to the right place. Stay with us till the end of the video, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Money Control channel. According to SEBI's survey, only 27.5% of the single Demat accounts have nominations. But even after repeated deadline extensions for the completion of nomination procedure for Demat accounts and mutual fund folios, there hasn't been substantial increase in the number. So, SEBI has decided to further simplify the process in the recent consultation paper. It has proposed to revamp the nomination facilities for Demat accounts and mutual funds held in the statement of account form, as well as the units in the AIFs held in the physical form. So, if you've already nominated someone but are wondering how your family or legal heir can claim your investments in case of an unfavorable event, here's what you have to do. See, if the investments are held jointly, surviving account holders can claim the units. Alternatively, if the joint account holders have passed away, the investments can be transferred to the nominated individual or legal heirs. Now, in case of sole account, the designated nominees have the right to claim the mutual fund units after the investor's death. In order to do that, they will have to provide the necessary documentation to the fund house. So, what are these documents? Well, to facilitate the transfer of mutual fund units, a nominee will have to, number 1, draft a formal letter expressing the intent to claim the mutual fund units. Number 2, obtain and submit a notarized copy of the investor's death certificate. Number 3, furnish valid identification documents to verify your identity. And number 4, provide your bank account information for the transfer of funds. However, the consultation paper even proposes to eliminate the step 3, which is the nominee having to furnish his KYC documents for the identification process. But what happens if a nomination for mutual fund investments has not been registered? Well, in that case, the legal heirs of the deceased investor can submit the transfer claim. For that, they will have to provide additional documents such as indemnity bonds, individual affidavits and a probated will or succession certificate. Once all the necessary documents have been submitted to the fund house, the claim is processed and the mutual fund units are transferred to the rightful claimant. Also, do make a note that the nomination enables the owner of an asset to propose a person who can claim the units or the redemption proceeds in the event of his or her death. This means that becoming a nominee won't necessarily provide the ultimate ownership in case of original investor dies, especially in the case of a conflict. In such circumstances, the will would be considered as the final deciding factor and would supersede any nomination. Lastly, the procedure of claiming the investments typically takes around 30 days to complete. However, it is important to note that there is no tax liability incurred during the transmission of mutual fund units, but the subsequent redemptions and dividends received by the new holder may be subject to applicable tax laws and regulations.